Hey guys, Fire here, bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out Wrath, Aeon of Ruin. This game is developed by Killpixel Games, Slipgate Ironworks, and published in partnership by 30 Realms and Fulcrum Publishing. This is a 90s inspired shooter, first-person shooter, which I know probably sounds very weird, but you're going to be going and playing through multiple different types of environments, all kinds of crazy, evil, bad little dudes that you're going to get to fight and conquer with, and a wide variety of weapons that are honestly extremely fun to use and very chaotic all in the process. So how does this game work? It's going to be sending you on kind of quests to go around, discover locations, pick up items, objects, and complete various puzzles and tasks, all while playing the game. Now, this game features a lot of enemies, from skeletons to flying bosses to various little monsters and everything that you get equipped with in the game to compete and fight against all of them. You have opportunities to save your game along the way, as well as different questable objects and items that you'll encounter while playing. For me, this has been a really solid and fun little game that's going to have you exploring and navigating various tunnels, pathways, and issues. I'm starting the video off in the beginning of the game, and I'm already forgetting where I went to do things, as you're going to have to spend a lot of time exploring and navigating various locations within the game to figure out what you need to do to progress out to the next level. As you explore and get further into the game does a really good job at introducing you to new mechanics, different type of enemies, archetypes, and all kinds of other various types of content for you to fight and defeat all the biggie, baddie guys within the game. Now, for me, I think the enemies are extremely fun, and the game is actually really well designed. The controls are extremely easy to kind of navigate with. Your weapons will often have more than one fire option, where you can do a main attack and kind of like a secondary alt attack, and you get introduced to enemies at a decent brisk pace, all while just kind of exploring and navigating everywhere within the levels. Some of my favorite enemies to fight are these little skeleton guys that you get introduced to, but the game does a solid job bringing you into areas where you get to encounter just different kind of things throughout the game. There's also going to be a ton of different puzzles and things you have to navigate, keys you have to hunt for, and doors and things you're going to have to kind of explore. There's a lot of content within this game that at times is going to maybe leave you to be a little confused, but often is going to give you that rewarding sense of feeling as you finally figure out how to navigate out complete sections and to defeat out all the enemies within the game. Now, I will give you a little bit of tips and advice while playing the game. Make sure you break all the pots. You're often going to find different lootable things within the game to help you complete out the sections that you need and kind of get throughout the level to make things a little easier. You're not going to run into too many issues where you don't have ammunition or things for your weapons, but it does kind of help you along the way. I think my favorite weapon to use within the game is definitely going to be the shotgun. I love using shotguns in games outside of, normal like military style shooter games, but any other opportunity I get to use shotguns in games are really fun. I'd say games this kind of compares to is if you ever grew up playing games like the original Doom, this is definitely going to give you kind of that nostalgic feel to those nice retro aesthetically created games, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun while playing the game and kind of navigating throughout everything within. Overall, for me, this has been a super solid and really fun and enjoyable game to kind of get to play with and participate in. Just being able to explore, navigate, and then have all the various enemies that you kind of encounter along the way make the game really solid and a super fun experience. If you do find yourself struggling, the game does feature 3 different difficulty settings, so you can kind of cater things to how you want while you're playing. There's a decent bit of accessibility features as well, so you can kind of help make things a little easier for yourself along the way, and it kind of is just nice to have everything kind of out here in the open. A lot of games kind of forget these things, and it is really cool to see that they put my name in the game. You hit right trigger, fire, I'm fire. Okay, that's kind of cringe, but I had to go for it. Outside of that, guys, I think Wrath Aeon of Ruin's a really solid and fun, nostalgic to dive into 90s shooter style games. It is at a price of $30, which There's a good bit of content in here. You're going to be playing well over 20 to 30, 40 hours plus to fully complete this game. So it's a lot of content here for $30, and it's a lot of really fun content that you get to experience. So definitely is a game that I would solidly recommend you add to your collection. Without a doubt, if you grew up in the 90s, you loved 90s style shooters, it's a perfect addition to your library. Outside of that, guys, I want to thank you for checking out my channel. Let me know what you think of the review down below in the comments, and I hope to see you again soon.